Hey traders, hope you are having a wonderful Friday. This is the full market analysis for the 23rd of January. And I'm going to cover quite a few bits today, I hope you don't mind. And I'm then going to do a full analysis. We have some fantastic trade setups ready for next week. So I'll tell you what those are in the next 15 minutes or so, something like that. So I'm going to do gold coaching in particular using the gold on steroids settings, which you should have, and just to give you some tips on what you're looking for and so on and so forth. Also, I'm going to show you a very powerful chart combining the reversal charts with the quant flow dynamics charts. Very, very powerful indeed, and I'll show you how they work, why they work, and also how you can get them. So let's crack on, shall we? So this is the situation for gold today, Friday the 23rd of January, and we can see that the price has gone down to demand, bounced off there with a nice 200 pips up to 49.36, and then the price continued up. We've had the PMI data, so there's really no impact on that news, it looks like. So probably the volumes are going to drop off heading into the weekend, so probably no legitimate trades to be had so far. But what I have done here, I don't know if you can see this here, I've drawn a line here where there's buying opportunities, there's a selling opportunity here. So the first thing you're looking for is the color of the moving average. Price above it is okay, it's better, but I'm more interested in the color of the position as the price moves down into an oversold condition. Does that make sense so far? So what I'm looking for is just to enter the trade on this demand area here, 49.13, somewhere around that. And here, as an example, if I highlight these bits here, we can see that the price pulled back nicely into this area here, and the price then gave way. So a good opportunity to sell that on London Open this morning. The target's already set for you, so that the demand area is the target from this sell zone, and so on. So this is the opportunity, what I'm talking about, that you could do starting probably on Monday now if you wanted to with the gold on steroids. And what you're looking for is the price to change direction, move above the 50 moving average, move above the 50 moving average, and so on and so forth. So if it's green, then you are looking for buys only. Buying on a pullback makes sense. Buying on demand makes a lot of sense. Now, what does that look like in terms of the 1 minute chart if you wanted to trade the 1 minute, let's say? So let's join these up. Let's have a look. Let's have a bit of fun. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to sync this blue line with the 1 minute, and I'm going to sync this line with a 1 minute. So you can just build your confidence and build your account as you do if you want to trade off the 5 minute chart. Now there's only usually 2 or 3 opportunities throughout a session for this type of trading. There's only 2 or 3 pullbacks. 2 really is all you need. And as you look on the left, you can see the pullbacks, which is what you want. So you want to be buying low and you want to be selling high. Now this move here from the bottom here up to here is worth 268 pips. I'm not sure if that's enough for you. This one here from this demand area is worth 248 pips. Not a small number. So there's 500 pips there almost. So what does that look like in terms of the 1 minute chart? Well, I often talk about the W pattern, where the price comes down into demand, pulls back up, comes back down, and then goes back up. And that's exactly what happens there on the 1 minute chart. The other thing to look out for on the 1 minute chart, using a combination of the reversal setting charts, is this here, buy power 67, very high. So at that point here, you'll see that this is what's happening here. And coming into demand, and then the price moves up and probably going to go up to 49.67. At the very least, $5,000 is inevitable in my opinion. We shall have to wait and see. But in the meantime, while the price is moving up there, choppy as it might be, these give you a great trading opportunities throughout these sessions. Let's have a look at the next line. So here we can see that if we go here, we can see that if I line that up there, we can see the 1 minute chart hitting demand with divergence, and then the price goes up. Okay, so you've got a buy there, a buy there, so there's lots of opportunities to come into that position. So just make sure that at the point that your moving average is green, make sure that the price is pulled back to a significant level, and then make sure that the oscillator is oversold in an uptrend. Nothing new there then. But it takes some practice. A practice demo account is a good idea, and then you can actually calculate your stops quite easily. If we do that here, if you're going to get in somewhere around there, you're going to make sure your stop's there, and you're going to go 2 to 1. Okay, similar position here. This is here, so we go long position here, wherever you want to get in. On the first green candle, maybe on the left, and then 2 to 1. All right, so that's a good lesson, I think, to help you improve your gold performance if that's what you wanted to do. And the same applies obviously to a short. You're looking for a pullback to here, and then you sell it. So let's go on to let me jump onto the combination of reversal charts. This is one I've got my eye on, and the quant flow dynamics, which measures the trend, the powerful trend, and then it measures a pullback at the same time. So now we have that on board, the 4-hour chart. You can see that here. We can predict quite accurately where the price is going to go in the future if the reversal is going to kick in. So let me just explain this reversal. First of all, we need to see that the price is moved down into a significant strong buy power of 63 onto a demand area where the institutions are usually sitting ready to go and buy. The other thing I'm looking at is the daily on the left. And as you can see here, this price is also hitting a very important area, the buying power of 62, using the reversal charts combined with the advanced pro charts and the quant flow dynamics. So we know that is the case. I posted that into the VIP room. If you're not a VIP member, then just pop in and have a look on the links below. And so we can predict quite accurately that we could buy it now. It's not a problem. Put your stop down here, 195.79. However, I want to talk about change of character. It's Friday afternoon. It's highly unlikely that it's going to happen in the next few hours. So Monday morning will be fine. So let me talk about what we expect to happen in the next couple of days and what we do to enter the position. And I'm also going to give you some fantastic chart settings so that you can actually see, visualize what's going to happen next in terms of the change of character, in particular change of character. I often say this, you can wait for change of character or you can buy now. It's up to you. It's Friday. If it was on Tuesday or Wednesday or something, I'll probably be buying it anyway. I wouldn't worry about change of character personally. But now have a look at the quant flow chart on the 1 hour, and I'm going to go around the markets to show you what we mean, to reaffirm what you're looking for in terms of chart settings. And we can see here we have a change of character on demand, a big fat beautiful buy signal on the 1 hour. Let's go to this one, and we can see that buy power is weak on the 1 hour, but it may strengthen once it starts to move above the 50. So what we're looking for, and I'll give you an example, we are looking for the price to come up to this area. 198 is a good number, and so therefore once we get into this range, then we can actually start to buy up to the target as previously mentioned on the higher time frame. So just a reminder what you're looking for. So we can see 199.33 somewhere around here. You've got an FVG here. The other thing that happens is you can easily see the 50 moving averages, the 50 moving averages here. So we can see that when the price is below the 50, it's weak. Above the 50, it's strong. But we can see that this target is a sensible one. If we go for this one, it will probably start to fail around this number because the 50 is acting as resistance. So having this one here is a good idea in terms of target, and you're still talking about 200 pips profit. So let me now take you across to a trade that we do have, which is a reversal trade, just so you can see what's going on. I don't know what's going on. So let's have a look here. Let's get rid of that. Let's move that across there. So this is the pound Swiss. So why is this pound Swiss making a ton of money? First thing to notice here on the left, the daily chart, the price has moved down into a very important demand area where there's a ton of buyers standing by, including me. And also we have the reversal charts here on the 4 hour telling us, in advance by the way, that the price is going to bounce here. Nice beautiful double bottom, and the price did bounce. Now in terms of targets, I previously mentioned, we can see that this is a reversal. This is not a continuation pattern because the price is not above the 50 moving average. Let me explain what a continuation pattern is for your for future reference. So let me wind this out here. Above the 50 is a continuation pattern. Let's put this forward here. And we can see here on the left, the daily chart is above the 50 moving average. Oh, this is a 20, by the way, on the left, and this is a 50. So we can see in advance that the price is highly likely to take off of this demand area here and then break above the 50 moving average. And of course, once it does, it's going to head for the target which you already have on your charts. You don't have to work anything out. It's going to this area here into supply on the left as well. So that's a fantastic trading opportunity. I'm going to show you other examples to reaffirm. So this is a typical reversal, successful, yes, it doesn't always work, but if you have the combination of the quant dynamics with reversal charts, it gives you far better information, far more powerful charts to be far more successful. So this is heading into this area here, which is the middle of the 50 moving averages, and is also, if you can see that, there is an FVG which is highly likely to move down from that area. But that's not the point. It's really important to know where the targets are likely to have some kind of reaction. Now in terms of change of character, once we know where the price is coming down into demand, we're seeing that on the pound Aussie, aren't we? And we can see that we got a change of character on the 1 hour. Let me squeeze this down. So a couple of things here. On the 1 hour, we have a complete change of character, and we have a 1, 2, 3. We have a breakout, which is the 1. We have the pullback, which is the 2. And then we're having the rally now up into this area here. This might not seem a lot, but it's going to be 90 pips. It's not a lot in terms of counting pips, but nonetheless, the technical behind it, technical detail behind it is really important to understand how far it goes. Now this is a continuation pattern on the pound Swiss. As you can see here, the price broke down, and it broke down on the 50 as well on the left here, and also on the daily. So that is a combination of a continuation pattern rather than a reversal. Hopefully that's helpful. I can explain in more details if you wish. If you want to ask me more questions, then please do. Let's go into so as an example, let me try and give you a good example. So this is the Aussie yen, and this has been going up and up and up. We can see on the left it's quite easy to see the colour of this move. Continues up, and there is a problem here in terms of sell power 51. So this is no, it's not a problem. It's going to continue. Now let me just show you the trading opportunities that we have now. But as the price comes down into the 50, then we can buy it when everything is green. Straightforward. Buy it when everything is green. Straightforward. We had a nice profit yesterday, didn't we, in the VIP signals room. Let me take you to the hourly chart where you can see the signals. So as the price comes down into the 50 moving average here, and into demand and divergence, by the way, positive divergence hidden, and we can see that there is a complete change of character here, or it's not break of structure, but there's certainly, the price has moved above the 50 here, buying opportunity here, and it's also moved above the moving averages on the left as well. So this is very, very strong, and the price moves up. Now how do you manage that position? Once you enter, of course, you just hold it, hold it, hold it. That might not seem a lot. I don't know what that is. 262 pips. All right, so look out for important pullbacks into the 50. There's one there. We can go to that if you wish. There's one there. See that? So just wait for the price to move out of the change of character here, and then it moves up. There's probably 150 pips there, and so on and so forth. So let me just give you some more other examples. Euro dollar has been making some kind of move. Showing a bit mixed now, but we can see here that as an example the price moved above the 50. Not a strong signal, but certainly if we have a look on the daily on the left, it's moved above the 20 here, which is what you want to see, and all the buys are in down there as well. So you can actually say that once the price breaks, then it's likely it's going to move up. Let's have a look around. Let's have a look at the markets to see what's going on. Of course, we can see, and as I predicted in the last week or so, further weakness in the dollar is continuing. However, there is, and I've said this a few times this week, there is a possibility that US dollar will rise into this demand area here on the left. 98 is the number. If we get that combination, then we could see a little bit of a rally into next week for the dollar. At the moment it's still weak, so further buying of the euro dollar. So you're just looking for a pullback in the euro dollar. Pound USD came into the 50, didn't it? See that there? So there was an opportunity to get into there. If you got it, congratulations. If you've got the charts, and you can see that there. Beautiful move here. Aussie USD is a fantastic trade. Congratulations, VIP members. So this is with the combination. This is pretty much perfect. As you can see, everything green on the left. And the price went up, and we had a change of character. Let's squeeze that out there. So you can see the hourly chart agrees. It's above the 50, strong bullish momentum, and the price went up. Now, if the price continues like this, you can use targets. Of course, targets are important. However, if you don't want to use a target, you just use this line here as your support, and bank as many pips as you want. Similar for the Kiwi, moving up. Weaker dollar means it's going up. US yen's a bit mixed at the moment, not much going on there. Dollar weak, US Canadian weak. And there isn't any support for this price either, so the support's down here somewhere. Mixed US Swiss. Euro yen. Euro yen looking top heavy, to say the least. Again, look for the pullbacks into the 50 and then look for the price to break the 50 again. So this is quite a common theme. Comes in and then it breaks out again here. That's your buying opportunity. Euro yen, I mentioned a similar pattern again. Into the 50, out of the 50, buy. Aussie yen into the 50, above the 50, buy. Keep your trading simple. There's no reversal opportunities on these. There's a few down the bottom of it. Come to those in the next few minutes. Again, same pattern, same pattern. You don't want to be buying on supply, so don't do anything silly like that. I'm just flicking through so you can see. Look on the left, look on the right. We had a nice move here, didn't we? If we simulate, sync that, we can see that that was our move here. We could have had a bit more, could have gone a bit higher. Pound Swiss looks like it's going to hit target in the next few hours, hopefully. Now, this is subjective. However, I will probably be closing this into, if it doesn't hit target by the end of today, 3:35 at the moment, by 6 o'clock I will close this down for a nice profit. But because it's against the trend and because the price is moving into the 50 moving average, which is going to be acting as resistance to the price. Nice move on silver as well today, as it came down into the 50 moving average last night during the Asian session. Beautiful move there, and here and here. So the combination of these reversal charts and the quant flow dynamics is fantastic. The indices are all over the shop. They really are. They really don't know where to go now. Just completely sideways. US 30s, yeah, there you go. It's okay. So we have a buy power 48. That's no good to us. There's a reversal. It can go up, but it's not for us. It doesn't fit our criteria. This does fit our criteria. The pound Aussie. So keep an eye on that for next week, please. I posted it in the VIP room for VIP members. So have a look at that. When it goes, it's going to go, and we already have our target set out. Into the 50, out of the 50. Into the 50, out of the 50. Ah, right, okay. This is the pound New Zealand. Keep an eye on this one, because this is interesting. We have divergence. We have a buy power of 67. And I've gone for a pullback on this one because we have change of character. But I do expect a pullback into maybe Monday into this kind of figure here, 22850. So if it triggers it, then fine. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But we do have a change of character, I believe. Yeah, well, almost. This is the situation on the hourly. As you can see, it's been negative for quite a long time, but we do have a change of character. But I want to see this price move up. Now the pullback is only slight, but I'm not going into there. That's the 1. The 2 is to down here, the 2, and then the 3 is up to the target. Fantastic. Okay, so that's the pound New Zealand. Keep an eye on that one. Euro New Zealand, we We have a much weaker demand for this one. There's no demand on the left. In fact, it's right down there. Now, Bitcoin's looking interesting to me. I'm not buying it or anything. I don't trade Bitcoin. But we have a change of character. We have the 1, 2, 3 on the daily. So that could be an opportunity to come into. It is currently looking like it's heading into a convergence divergence situation. So you could find that this goes back up to 96,782 or thereabouts. Yep, so keep an eye on that one. Bitcoin, pound New Zealand, pound Aussie, pound Swiss is doing nicely, thank you very much. Not much else is available at the moment, but let's have a look at gold is doing nothing. There is a pullback here. What does it say here? Yeah, so have a look at the situation here. We have a pullback on the 5-minute chart, which is fantastic. That's what we're looking for. But look where the 1 minute is. It needs to be down here, doesn't it? In line with that. So this indicates to me the price is probably going to come back down before it goes up. But expect it to go to $5,000 in the next few weeks. Have a great weekend.